hip.
There we go.
Now.
Can we get that intro music again?
Wow. One of these days we're gonna get it right, man. Just once.
This is only our what?
Streaming live from Los Angeles and worldwide, the Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
All
Hot
right,
topics and
take
headlines.
2.
Love doctors. Politics. The Three Guys Rant starts now.
The Three Guys Rant. All right, take 2. We're back, and thank you very much. That's the perfect sound for us. Hope everybody enjoyed the weekend. I hope you missed us last week. I know we were all off. Arvin's been off, so he's back in the studio today, and
He's been off his meds. That's why he's been off.
Really?
Yes.
go ahead, Arvin. Go ahead.
He's too busy.
I know.
Reading
he's
or
trying to-
I'm still researching breast cancer back here. So.
All right, for those of you who don't live on the West Coast, who cares? The Kings are 2-0 on the road, and they are 2 games away from finally winning a Stanley Cup.
That is pretty cool, man. I'm not into hockey that much, only because I don't know the rules that much. But it's pretty exciting to see.
Well, it's real
the games
simple.
on.
When the puck goes in the net, you get a point.
And when you're
Oh,
at
it's
a
pretty
fight-
cool.
And when there's a fight, don't get punched in the face. Those are the rules.
I'm
You
just
know,
saying-
the part that bugs me is that icing call. It's kind of like offsides in soccer, because you're faster than your opponent and you get ahead of them. You shouldn't be penalized.
But no. That's not the rule. The rule is the puck. I think the rule is that you are faster than the puck, isn't it?
It's some weird.
You know, just for that, I'm going to look it up.
Icing? The only icing I know about is icing on the cake.
The other way.
The other way.
That's
Interesting.
the other way.
Oh, he must be talking to you. No.
The other way. All right, you know what? My mic finally came back on, so I don't know if that was intentional or on purpose.
All right, as
It-
always,
it
we want to
was-
thank Boots for being on the board and taking care of us. We've missed him.
What's
No,
his name?
Boots.
What's
No,
his
I'm
name?
sorry.
What's his
Brian.
name?
Brian.
His
Thunder?
name is Thunder.
Thunder, forgive
Chocolate Thunder.
I'll just be your secret lover.
me. Yeah, let that be for Arvin, because I can't handle any more secret anythings.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I don't get about hockey. Some of the rules, but the game is exciting as hell, and I've heard that if you're there, it doesn't matter whether you understand the game or not. It's a really good experience.
I gotta testify to that. When we've had an opportunity to go, and we've gotten tickets, we sat second row behind the glass. Man, I have to tell you, it is one of the most exciting sports to be at. You guys know how I feel about basketball. I think it's a girl sport, and I hate it. It's boring. Hockey, Jesus, man, those guys going back and forth is spectacular.
I'm gonna say
It is
if it's probably, in my opinion, it's the best sport to see live.
Absolutely.
There's nothing like it.
Here, real quick, for clarification, icing is an infraction in the sport of ice hockey. It occurs when a player shoots the puck across at least 2 red lines, the opposing team's goal line being the last, and the puck remains untouched. So that's the problem here. Here's the demonstration for you, Mr. Boricua.
So
If it reaches the 2 red lines before it's been touched, that's icing. So what can I tell you?
all right, it's a gay rule.
Hey, but it is a
Yeah.
rule.
Can I use the word? The cricket pitch gay, so a bunch of people got on him.
Oh.
he can't.
Okay,
say
well, I mean,
that,
I wouldn't
you
use
know.
that term, but clearly, cricket has nothing. I mean, cricket is not even about finesse. It's like watching girls it's like watching men's high lob softball. There's no. I mean,
Yeah.
Whoa!
But
What's
you know,
wrong
some
with
of those
that?
guys make a ton of money playing that over there in Europe.
watch it, Tourette's. Watch it.
No, in Europe.
I can see where you want to go with this.
No, but they make a lot of money, and they're famous, and people mob them like superstars, which I guess they are over there. But I don't. get
Arvin,
it.
do you know the game of cricket?
Is that the one where you throw the ball or you're hitting the balls on the floor?
Cricket, not croquet or croquet.
See, you don't even know. I know
Cricket.
I know croquet.
Going on. I'm gonna wing it.
So what's new, man?
Well, I wasn't even prepared. I know we have somebody exciting calling in, though, at 6:15.
We got a couple people calling in. I know for some people that have been watching sports, the Lakers are out, Clippers are out. But the newest, I don't know if you've heard, but apparently Paul Gasol is getting blamed for the losing season of the Lakers.
Well, that's only because he's had a bad attitude lately, and he's kind of.
I think it's also because they want to trade him, so they gotta lay the groundwork.
Really, I think it's Kobe behind that one.
Whoever it is, it could be Kobe, it could be management, but they gotta lay the groundwork. I think the latest rumors they had him going. I can't remember.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Before we come back to that, what was your point, though? We always interrupt you before you finish your statement.
Again, I think it's a new era in LA. I think it's time for the Clippers, and I think it's time for Kobe to go. That's my opinion. I think they need to start looking at who's carrying the bad attitude on that team.
I think
it's going to be years before. I think they need a restructure. I think it's going to be years before the Lakers come back and do anything worthwhile. But
but I'm curious, though. I'm curious because your thought process, Mr. ADHD, you said a couple of people were going to call in. And let me tell you about basketball. So I'm just curious how we got so far off the track. Can you please get the train back on the rails and help me here for a second? Who's calling in?
Bazinga.
We see here we're having Found Animals executive director calling at 6:15.
Are we having the animals call in?
You know what? It'd be awesome if we can get one of those animals on the phone
and
talk to us.
That would be spectacular.
We might have to work on that.
All right.
So we'll see about that.
See if we can
and then at 6:30, we're actually going to have one of the casting directors for Weight Loss Show, America's what is it? Biggest Loser.
Damn it! Are they looking at the camera again?
The Biggest Loser.
You know, it's funny. We get a lot of calls, a lot of info.
Would like as a person. No, he's not sexy naked.
Have you seen me naked?
I have actually. Unfortunately, you walked into the office the other day and flashed open your robe. Wow, you thought you were by yourself and had gotten there a little early. So
that's a good thing I come in late every day.
The sad part was I was sitting in my chair and in our office. I share an office with Mike.
Now, were you eating breakfast sausage at the time?
So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight.
I was having a little bacon.
Okay,
and the problem was Mr. Ochoa walks in, right? And we have a leather couch in our office. And for some reason, Arvin feels the need, because he's always hot, and not in a good way, to roll around naked on our couch because it cools him down. Now, he has shared this with us, and I've been...
fans with
my eyes in the image.
So let me get this straight. So you started laughing, and as soon as the bathrobe came off, you started crying.
It was my own version of the crying game. Okay? I mean, I thought it was a joke. When you disrobed, I assumed, which we know what that gets me, I assumed it wasn't going to be as... Arvin's new word of the day is calamitous. So I assumed it wasn't going to be as calamitous as it was.
That's why we sold a perfectly good couch, a leather couch, for $20
on Craigslist.
I gotta say, leather is so soft,
and we delivered it.
Actually, we had Julio drive it over there because I wasn't touching that couch anymore, man. I'm done with that one.
Are you guys still selling it?
No, got rid of it, man.
Thunder! You could not want a couch that Arvin's naked nastiness has been rolling around on.
I need a couch for my room. So.
You know what? There is no nastiness about this naked.
All right. We're going to get past that now. So anyway, once again, I come back to, in full circle, Arvin's upset that we get fat farm people trying to recruit us.
No, I'm not upset, but now I'm starting to see a pattern. So there might be something going on here.
We might become spokespersons, man. Or
for who? For the fat?
Jenny Craig or whoever, man.
Son, if 80% of America's obese, we might as well speak for them.
If they're going to pay us,
everyone.
You know what? We're usually too busy eating to be a spokesperson or even be trying to talk.
How about being a speaks people?
It's one of those things, man. Imagine if
speaks
they, put us,
people.
if they put us on those points diet, man. How many points do we need a day?
See, now the thing about the points, what I want to know is, since we're all competitive, I think we'd end up fatter. Because the problem would be they're going to say you guys can each only have 7 points today. And what would we say? I had 10. I haven't put on a pound.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm getting fatter.
You know, that's what I was going to say. It's going to turn into an NBA game.
It is, because
110 points.
And the problem is when you equate that.
And that's for breakfast.
Yeah, I don't think and watch, each point, I think, is 100 calories.
Is that what it is?
Something ridiculous like that. So, I mean, if you had
700
calories? No, but if you had 100
No, but
points,
you're talking about 7 points, 700 calories?
I will look it up to confirm.
Geez, the omelet I have in the morning is more than 700 calories.
It's like every label you read, you know, when it comes to food.
You read
it's
the
all
labels?
It's all based on a 2,000 calorie a day diet. Now, who the hell eats 2,000 calories a day?
Well, the thing about, you know what?
I do.
I do.
Multiplied by like 3 or 4.
I was going to say, per feeding. But the thing about calories, what's so ridiculous to me is, who told me the other day, he was trying to define, he says, we're not fat because we eat wrong. We're not fat because, McDonald's. You compare me.
12 bigger than you, man.
Dude, that's, you know what? And
that's no joke.
That
it's
frightens
sad.
me. That is sad. Because, again, I'm not trying to tell anybody how to raise their kid. I know that growing up, my mom had us running, swimming. We had to play sports, whatever. And she said, I'll be damned if you're all going to be a bunch of fat, lazy bastards. Once you're of age, then do whatever the hell you want.
You know, people, if you have any of those fat, lazy bastards at home, give us a call. 800-405-6425.
Wow. Yeah,
No, but that's true, man. Sometimes, you're at a stoplight, near a school, and you see these kids walking to school, and it's like, oh, my God. You think they're linebackers.
Yeah, and it's
So they're walking, not rolling to school.
they might as
barely
well.
walking.
Yeah.
Dude,
and they look like Oompa Loompas, man. They're getting bigger and bigger in the weirdest places, and I blame the chicken and the hormones and the food and all of that. But their legs are getting shorter.
This is
Wow,
true.
I thought you were going somewhere completely different with that. Like, what kind of filthiness is going on with that chicken?
Sir, this is a family show. There's no filthiness here.
Of course not.
But, maybe off the air, but what can I tell you? Let me see. I'm still trying to find how many points are in a...
That's
how
Weight
many-
Watchers.
Jessica Simpson is making $4 million for losing 70 pounds with Weight Watchers.
What?
Did you hear about
Yeah,
that?
yeah. She got
$4 million deal to lose all the baby fat. She just had a baby.
I got baby fat.
I got baby fat.
I'll tell you what, for $4 million, everybody in this room will drop 200 pounds.
For $4 million, I licked the baby fat off of Jessica Simpson. What's wrong with that?
Wow. That went so far off the rails.
And
there.
I'll donate $3.9 million to charity.
Okay, I guess $100,000 is worthwhile.
I'm not greedy.
Oh, Christ, we lost him. There goes
there you
Arvin.
go.
It's over.
Here comes his crying fest. Please get out the tissues.
Here we go.
Can you bring that Kleenex box in here, please?
Okay. Check it
Jessica
out.
Simpson, if you're listening, call in 800-405-6425.
Check it out. Okay. A Weight Watchers point is roughly equivalent to 50 calories.
50 calories.
1 point is 50 calories?
So 100 points that you want to eat a day would be 5,000 calories. Now,
I'm not going to say that.
Now
I'm not
that's
gonna,
half what he eats now. So
I was going to say
improvement.
that. I'm not saying that explains a lot, but good Lord.
well, the average American in the early part of the century was eating 5,000 calories a day and burning 6,000 calories working in the field.
Right.
That's the problem. We got to go back to farming.
Doesn't Carl's Jr. have a burger that's like 3,000 calories just the burger?
Yep. We'll be right back. This is the Three Guys Rant on Advice Radio and AdrenalineRadio.com.
No le van a cambiar de estación. El show de las tres comadres. Ahorita regresamos.
The Three Guys Rant.
Los Pollos, home of flavored down-to-the-bone chicken. As we say in Spanish, el sabor hasta el último huesito. At Los Pollos, we serve delicious Cuban/Mexican marinated chicken. We are cooking our chickens in rotisserie ovens to give you a well-seasoned, well-marinated, well-cooked, delicious chicken. We have 3 locations to serve you. In the city of Bell, we are located in 6201 Atlantic Avenue on the corner of Randolph and Atlantic. In the city of East LA, we are located on 5161 Pomona Boulevard on the corner of Atlantic and Pomona Boulevard. And in the city of Downey, we are located on 7940 East Florence Avenue on the corner of Paramount and Florence. Come to Los Pollos and experience the most delicious chicken that you'll ever have the pleasure of eating.
As a parent, you're faced with making lots of choices for your children. And sometimes choosing can be difficult, especially when it comes to entertainment. Can they watch that new TV show? Which movies can they go see? What video games can they play? Just like TV and movies, choosing appropriate video games is important because certain games may not be suitable for kids. Fortunately, there's the ESRB video game rating system. It's a simple tool to help me choose the video games that are okay for my children to play. On the front of the game package is the rating symbol. We're all pretty familiar with them. E for everyone, E10 plus for kids 10 and older, T for teen, and M for mature. And on the back is a description of what's actually in the game. The video game rating system helps me choose which video games are right for my kids and which ones may not be. Use the rating system by looking on the package of every computer and video game. You'll be glad you did. For more information, visit esrb.org.
Morning, sports fans.
What's going down with you?
Enjoy the ride. This is Pep.
And Dre.
We're inviting you to come along for the ride every Saturday morning at 10 a.m.
10 to 11, RSD, 1680 AM, Adrenaline Radio.
Best 60 minutes in sports. Come along for the ride. We need you. We want you. Sports at its finest. Conversation and analysis, courtesy of the Paperboy crew, Shay and Dre.
Every Saturday, 10 to 11 on Adrenaline Radio, 1680 AM. Follow along, Ruckus.
Do you enjoy the work you're doing? You know, that dead-end job? Put an end to that and become a part of the sales team of Environmental Media Broadcasting today. They have commission-paying jobs selling radio and internet advertising. The best part is, you set your own hours by working from the comfort of your home, or you can come into their offices or set up meetings all over the nation. It's all up to you. Change your life forever by calling 562-945-6469. That's 562-945.
Dot.
Quit inviting us to lose. Are you with us? Hi, how are you? Welcome to the show.
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, Amy, how you doing? This is Marvin here. My apologies.
Wow, we can't even do a simple handoff in a room, Amy. I'm sorry. I think the animals that you take care of are much better trained than us, because the 3 monkeys in here, forget it.
You know, that sounds like a good analogy. That's what we are in here. So, Amy, I know that we had been going back and forth and trying to set something up. I'm glad that you're finally with us here. And why don't you tell us the name of the organization?
So I work with a group called the Found Animals Foundation, and we are all about pets in Los Angeles.
All kinds of pets, or are we talking about just dogs?
Well, cats mostly.
That's what we're going to get you for your...
Adopt a chicken because they have chickens in their yard. So I'm trying to wonder if that's a little illegal now.
Actually, in some parts of the city of LA, you can keep chickens. Have you guys not heard about this trend of urban chicken coops and your
I've
own
kind of
eggs?
heard about it. I saw it on the radio. Heard about it on the radio. No, but you know what? Chickens are kind of cool to have in your backyard.
I want chickens.
I think they're kinda cool.
I don't have a backyard, but I would love to have chickens.
I'd like to have a little goat.
You know what?
I had a goat.
For that.
You have a goat?
I had a goat. So, you know, I've been an animal person my whole life, and when I was turning 13, I think that most girls want, I don't know, clothes or makeup or music or something. I wanted a goat. So my parents got me a goat for my 13th birthday. Her name was Annabelle. She was awesome.
So
That's
are
awesome.
are goats legal in LA County?
Well, I lived in Phoenix at the time.
Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, it depends on how you're zoned. Yeah, I mean, there are certainly parts of LA County that are still a little bit agricultural.
Amy, if you come across a goat, we'll adopt that one. It'll be
Okay,
the
I'll let
radio
you know.
mascot.
I'll keep you posted.
But that is awesome. That is awesome. Now I know, reading through your bio, do you have something called is it nine on
Nine lives for $9.
What exactly is that?
Well, so a lot of people don't realize that, as we like to say, cats are the real underdogs at our animal shelters. Cats fare so much worse, and 75% of the cats that enter a shelter end up being euthanized. They don't find homes. And so we're sort of having the year of the cat around found animals. I think it's actually the year of the dragon or something, but we say year of the cat. And we're doing a lot of cat-related promotions, and we just launched one called 9 Lives for $9. And we're now up to 16 participating shelter locations all around Los Angeles, and you can adopt any cat 9 months and older for $9.
Oh, nice. And I was going to say, I mean, Amy, hi, this is Phil. I'm the animal junkie in the room. I had 4 cats
I was
and
going
2
to say,
dogs.
if you go to Phil's house, he's got his own shelter.
Well, I mean, I've lost 2 of my cats in the last year. I mean, one was 19. The other one was 17, and the 2 remaining cats I have, one is 18, one is 14. So,
oh, you're my kind of guy.
You know, we've had our animal. My wife and I love our cats, and we've been thinking about trying to get a kitten to keep the other. Or I mean, a 9-month-old is a baby to us. So I mean, when Arvin showed me the promo, I definitely wanted to know about it. I told Arvin, I mean, I want to see this one on our site, and you know, I'm all about saving the animals. I mean, for me, it's more important. I think there's enough services out there for people. We really got to focus on the animals and trying to get the message out, too, that people need to spay and neuter their animals so we don't have so many without homes.
Absolutely, and actually that's something else that's going on. We can't take credit for all of this, but there are some great new free spay and neuter promotions that are just launching. The trend in spay and neuter right now is to target areas of town where there aren't many veterinarians and there aren't any low-cost services. So there's actually, I can give you guys a link to a page on our website, and there are a bunch of new free spay-neuter promotions that different nonprofits around town are doing, where people, if they don't have the money, you know, you can get a little financial assistance getting your pet snipped this summer.
You know what? Yeah, I think that's spectacular, and I think it's one of the things that people really need to do. And I don't think they understand the health benefits for their animals, how much simpler it is so that they're not having all these feral cats running around. Like I think in one part of LA right now, there's a whole program going on because I forget what
for themselves. The initial exactly cover how typhus is transmitted. My understanding is that it's actually usually transmitted by fleas on rats. So they may have a rat issue instead of a cat issue.
Ah. All right. That makes more sense. I could not for the life of me I couldn't correlate the two, but I figured, okay, well, you know, we'll see where that story goes, and it quickly seemed to have dissipated.
Amy, and these clinics that are offering these services for free or low cost, do they offer any other services free or low cost?
So some of them do. Most of them also offer low-cost vaccinations. So if you need to get your pet up to date on either their rabies vaccine or what's called their combo vaccine, and then one of them, an organization called the Spay Neuter Project of Los Angeles, they actually have just started offering other low-cost vet services at their clinic in Pico Rivera. So everything from if your dog has a skin condition or an ear infection or needs blood work, they have really great prices. They're a nonprofit, so you know they're not so worried about just making money. They really want to serve people and make the services affordable.
Wow, that is really good. And
you wish you would have known about that service.
Well, you know what's funny though? I was lucky because my brother was studying to be a vet, so you know that's how I ended up with the 6 animals that I did. I mean, all of ours were rescues when he was getting ready to go to school, and then he decided not to. So that's why I had the 4 cats for so long and the dogs also. But I think these kind of services are widely needed. I think they really need to, you know, if there was I'm hoping we can spread the word. We'll make sure that Arvin puts it on our site because I think it is so important.
Yeah, people love their pets, and sometimes they just don't have access to the resources to do everything that they might want to for their pets. So that's where the nonprofits in Los Angeles come in. And if anybody is looking for a great charitable cause to contribute to, the spay neuter clinics, they're always working hard to stay open and make ends meet.
You know what? Going back to the 9 Lives for $9, how long is that promotion going on?
We are going to offer that through the end of August, so it'll be all summer long.
Okay.
And if you come to our website is foundanimals.org, and you'll see right on our homepage a link for 9 Lives for $9, and it has a list of all of the participating shelter locations. But right now it's all of the LA City shelters, all of the LA County shelters, the Southeast Area Animal Control Authority. There's a bunch of places that you can go get a cat.
And it was also, I was looking on your site, and one of the features is if you're just looking for a pet, you can go to your site and pretty much list what kind of pet you're looking for, and we just put in your zip code, and it'll give you a lot of info on animals that need to be adopted around your area.
Yeah, exactly. You can put in your zip code, and you can put in some other search features, like are you looking for a dog or a cat, and if you go to the advanced search, are you looking for a particular age or a particular breed, and it will serve you up a page of results of a lot of adorable adoptables that would love to come home with you.
That's just like the Match.com of pets, right? If you're looking for a pet.
Only again, what is the rule? If you were to put your wife and your dog in the trunk for 6 hours, who's going to be happy to see you in 6 hours?
My dog.
So, Amy, that wasn't meant towards you. It's just of course not. I try to encourage all of my friends before they become fallen soldiers, adopt a dog first. It'll be simpler. But I'm so glad there are people like you out there in the world who do this for a living and also, are so into it. I apologize when Mike tried to hand it off the comments to me a second ago. I had gone to your site and I got it taken in here. I really like the picture you have of the orange tabby on the front page, and I think more people should go to the site. It's foundanimals.org. And
yes,
is there any other information you'd like to give before we go to our next break?
Well, basically just that we have a lot of resources on the website. So if you're a pet owner and you're looking for information on anything from, how to house train your dog or why your cat's not using the litter box or where to register your microchip for free or where to adopt or where to spay and neuter, we try and provide all those resources right on the website, and we do a lot of referrals to other organizations. So come on down to the site, and hopefully there'll be something there that can help any pet owner.
And people can go to your site and volunteer as well, no?
Yeah, we have active volunteers. We could not do it without them. They help us out with a lot of our adoptions. So if you need puppy snuggles or kitty purrs in your life, we can help with that.
Perfect. And actually, I'm putting it up right now on our Facebook, which will link through all our social media. And for anybody listening, it's actually foundanimals.org.
.org. Okay. Well, Amy, thank you so much for calling in. And, and again, thank you for all the good work you do for the animals.
Thank you, guys, and we like men with cats, so you should all consider it.
All right, then.
Have a great week. Thank you so much.
Bye, thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, so everybody, don't forget to go to that site. It's foundanimals.org.
Okay, Arvid, I know you've been trying to get us to go do something somewhere, and I don't like the fat farms, and I don't like the auditions for Extreme Makeovers, but that one you can set up if you want us to volunteer for animals. All right, we're going to our midway break. This is the Three Guys Rant on Arvin.
AdrenalineRadio.com, Indie104.com, and DMNarcRadio.com.
We'll be back after this.
Transmitiendo en vivo en Los Ángeles y alrededor del mundo. Would you like to comment? Get on the radio.
Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com.
The Three Guys Rant.
I'm Reese Per Year.
And I'm Sandy B. And we're the hosts of Real Talk with Sandy and Reese.
Make sure to tune in every Friday at adrenalineradio.com at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time
or 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time,
where we'll be covering topics such as parenting,
relationships,
current events,
entertainment news,
and you never know what celebrity guests will stop by. Also, we have
Romy's Beauty Tips.
So make sure you tune in each and every Friday because we have something to say.
Hi, this is Gerald.
And this is Rashada, the host of your favorite show,
Get In If You Fit In, reminding you to tune in every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Get In If You Fit In features only the best of the best and our personal favorite up-and-coming and established entertainers,
musicians,
fashion designers,
and entrepreneurs.
We also have prizes and contests you can only win while listening live.
Sponsored by Norman Lewis First Class Celebrity Limousine Service. Make sure you guys like us on Facebook at Get In If You Fit In.
Follow us on Twitter at Get In If You Fit In.
Don't forget to subscribe to our personal iTunes account. Just search for Get In If You Fit In.
Make sure you tune in every Wednesday to Get In If You Fit In. Hosted by me, Rashada.
And Gerald.
Tropicana Bakery and Cuban Cafe. Come and experience our sweet tradition of sweets, pastries, and incredibly delicious Cuban food. At Tropicana, we offer a bohemian, nostalgic-like atmosphere. In Spanish, we say, es la hora de tertulia de café, which is the moment of drinking coffee and having a great time with friends and family. At Tropicana Bakery and Cuban Cafe, we have an array of exquisite coffees. We have an array of desserts, of pastries, empanadas, sandwiches, and Cuban food. Come to Tropicana Bakery and be blown away by the Caribbean-like atmosphere and flavor profile. Tropicana Bakery and Cuban Cafe is located in the city of Downey. The address is 10218 Paramount Boulevard, virtually on the corner of Paramount and Florent.
Ear Rehab, creating custom designs for your earlobes. Leathers, feathers, cowskin, mohair, sticks, and stones. All of these materials are used to create one-of-a-kind earpieces. Ear Rehab is more than fashion. It's a movement, empowering women to be more than average. Each pair is handmade. Each pair is one of a kind. Individuality in each piece that speaks loud and clear. For more info on Ear Rehab, you can check out their Facebook page at Ear Rehab or send an email to earrings@mail.com.
Streaming live from Los Angeles and worldwide, The Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com. The Three Guys Rant starts now.
All right, and we're back from another break. Unfortunately, they let Arvin back in the room, so we're going to let Arvin take the call because it is for... Go ahead, Mr. Ochoa, it's all you.
Who's it for? It's for the fat people in this room is what it is.
Are they trying to recruit us again?
Yeah, once again, guys, the fun never stops.
Wow.
Now, you know what? We were talking during the commercial, and I'm sorry. Who are we speaking to again? We should get your name.
You're speaking to Barb Wolf, casting director for The Biggest Loser.
There we go.
How are you doing? Thank you very much for thinking of us for your casting calls here in L.A. But the it's actually for The Biggest Loser, and maybe you can help answer a question that we've been tossing around for the last few minutes, or actually the last 15 minutes. It seems like every time there's a Biggest Loser, extreme weight loss, some kind of weight loss challenge reality show, we get the calls to try to help with the casting calls.
She saw our picture, our group shot, okay? And then at the bottom it says taken with ultra wide angles, so that kind of clued her.
You know, actually, I never did see your picture until after I spoke to you last time, and you threatened to come down, and you didn't. We never saw you. So, I mean, what do I have to do to get you guys to show up to a casting call?
When is the next casting call?
It's June 16th in L.A., Saturday, coming up at the Boys and Girls Club in Venice.
Boys and Girls Club, Phil. I know you're all about the Boys and Girls Club.
That's where the last casting call was, right?
Yeah, it's where the last one was, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Well, see, 2 of the 3 fat guys can go. You do.
Well, okay,
you know.
so...
Wow, that is a hell of a way.
Well, I'm helping her identify us when we walk up. You know,
that sounds like a national poll. Two of the three fat guys
recommend
you eat 6,000 calories a day.
6,000. Come on. We're just going to get you down to 1,200 calories a day, and that's it.
Well, so what?
See how quick that's going to work.
Chew a stick of gum a day or what? 1,200 calories?
Oh my gosh, she did say 1,200. I thought she was joking. I thought she meant 12,000.
1,200.
1,200 calories. How many calories in a Twinkie?
Good question.
I'm
you
just
know,
saying.
the thing is about that Twinkie, too, you can keep it for years and years and years, and it's never going to go bad.
Oh, thank God. I was afraid that during the next nuclear war, I'd lose all my Twinkies.
You know what you're talking about? In your body, in your system.
You know what the funny thing is that Phil probably goes through about that amount of calories in the morning with his coffee. If you've seen the kind of coffee that he drinks with the creamers and all this other stuff.
Hey, it's all dietary. I'm going to die of cancer of some form, but it's all
you know what?
It's all negative calories.
That almost looks, it's so thick, it almost looks like a brownie when you're drinking it.
You're just
anyways, Barb. So the audition again is what?
Saturday, June 16th. We're casting season 14 of The Biggest Loser at the Boys and Girls Club, 2232 Lincoln Boulevard, Venice, California. Everybody should come, including you guys. In fact, people should come just to see you guys there. I think that's the reason.
And then when somebody, it's going to be Saturday, but if we show up, it's going to be Fatterday.
Listen, whatever you got to do. If we have to change it to that, then that's what we'll do.
So when somebody shows up to one of these auditions, do they need to bring anything? Resume, headshots, anything like that?
No, you don't have to. You should bring a non-returnable photo.
Okay.
And lots of water. None of that coffee stuff that you're drinking, that brownie coffee. Leave that at home. You don't want to bring that. Just bring lots of water so you can hydrate, because there is going to be a line. You're going to have to wait in line. I recommend maybe bringing a chair to sit on and lots of water to drink, maybe some healthy snacks, and a non-returnable photo.
And then once you make it inside, let's say you make it to be in front of a judge or somebody
in front of us.
In front of you. How long is the process? Are you going to ask just a few questions?
Yeah, we just ask a couple of questions. It's going to feel like if you blink, it's going to feel like that's how fast it went. It isn't. We know what we're looking for, but when people come up, they're like, "Oh my gosh, it went so fast." Trust us. Trust our judgment. I've been working on the show since season 5. Kind of know how to drive this train. So definitely, come. Don't be shy at the table. Speak up. Tell us about yourself. Tell us who you are, and we'll ask questions. We know what we're looking for. So even if it feels like it's going by quickly, we definitely, know what we're doing.
Hey, Barb, didn't you guys have? Is this a team edition? Or is this an individual edition? Or
we're looking for individuals, but we're seeing everybody. Never know what can happen.
I'm just saying, because if we did a team format, then I could push you guys, because you're the
because you're the great motivator.
Yeah, I figure as long as they do our weight loss on a rolling average, I can win. I can push you guys over the edge. You guys will look like Adonis when we're done.
I mean, what's so bad about
compared
getting
to
the weight off and $250,000? Not a bad way to be on a show.
I have a quick question. You've been on the show since season 5. Mm-hmm. Do you have any follow-ups or with the people that appeared, in seasons 5
absolutely.
and 6? Are most of those people still healthy?
Everyone. They are. A lot of them are still healthy. We have a few that are actually working. We have the Fitness Ridge resorts that Biggest Loser does. There's one in Utah and one in Malibu. Now there's one in New York, and actually a few of our people who've been on the show are now working there, teaching others, passing it along. So it's great.
And then this is for... you said it was the 14th season?
We're going into season 14. That's right.
And when will this air? If
it will air in January. So you guys are going to need to get some time off.
Okay.
You know what's spectacular about the show when I watch some of the auditions? The reason I wanted it as a team effort also, because I like the episodes where they cry. That part always cracks me up, man. So I could just see the three of us having a group hug, crying there because somebody's trying to get over the hill.
You see, the problem is...
Listen, I promise you guys, if you get on the show, I promise you we'll make you cry.
Wow. Well, Arvin cries on a daily basis, so it's not too hard.
So, Barbara, I have a question. Is it? I don't even know if this is a fair question to ask, but what is it that you're looking for? Is that giving away too much?
Yeah, I mean, we're looking for people who need to lose this weight. Everybody has a story. Everybody wants to lose the weight. Everybody wants to be on the show. We're looking for people who are really genuine. They're going to do this whether or not they get on the show. So we're looking for people who are motivated, who really want this. I know that a lot of people say, well, I can't. I work all day, or I, have a family. I just don't have time for myself. I mean, everyone's got a story. So it's just going to depend on who you are and how bad you want this. And in the end, I always tell people this show is like winning the lottery. You get on it and it's great. But, the whole thing is it's showing us basically who you are and how bad you want it.
And the funny thing is I don't know if you're actually on our website, because if you go on our website, you can actually see us live in studio. And we're going to go back to that national poll. 2 of the 3 fat guys were shaking their head no as soon as you said motivated.
No. What's funny is I felt bad. I'm like, we're out of the running, because she says people who are genuine and motivated. The losers in this room are so FOS that there's no way we could be. We'd have to go up there crying and say, I thought this is horrible.
I'd like to say, if I get up there, they're going to want to do a series about me. But that's why I'm not going to come down. This is Mike speaking. I'm not going to come down. I got to give Arvin and Phil a fair shot.
You know what? The only people that are going to want to put you on TV is the Discovery Channel. That's something completely different.
Say a walking manatee showed up for the audition.
That's perfectly fine with me.
Wait, I don't want to run out of time. Let's give the info one more time before this is season
Saturday,
14
June
casting call.
16th. 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., Boys and Girls Club, 2232 Lincoln Boulevard, Venice, California. And hopefully we'll see you guys there as well.
Absolutely. Thank you, Barbara. And
everybody's welcome.
If you actually go up on our website, the information as well as the flyer that you sent me is already up. Anybody that wants front of the line tickets. Now it's for the one that's coming up, correct? The passes that you sent me. Feel free to send us an email at rant@the3guysrant.com. Send us the information, your contact info and whatnot, and we'll get you those front of the line passes. So again, thank you very much for thinking of us.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having us. It's always fun.
Talk to you next year.
Have a great week.
Okay.
Take care. Bye-bye.
I got to say.
So who's going to go?
I think you guys should go.
What do you mean you guys?
Where you at?
Here. I would go. That's when I'm in Vegas picking up the devil.
So let me get this straight. You're going to Vegas to go eat on the all-you-can-eat buffets.
You go. The slimmest one in the room. You'll go.
Okay, first of all, I don't do buffets anymore. You know that because they
don't allow you back in.
Hey, my picture was up there because I was a frequent eater, not because I'm not allowed back in.
You know, when they say all-you-can-eat, Phil, it doesn't mean show up at 10 o'clock and leave at 10 o'clock at night.
Dude, did you know there's a 24-hour pass now?
Challenge accepted.
In Vegas, you can buy a pass. If I read it correctly when we were landing last time, you can buy a pass, and it's like $45, and you can go to like 6 or 7 different buffets within a 24-hour period. So, I mean, if you really, really, really want to gorge until there's just no end in sight, buy the pass.
It's pretty cool if the pass includes like front of the line type thing, man. Because you're gonna spend more than that eating in Vegas.
It'll be cool if it includes an ambulance ride too.
Yeah,
I was gonna say. So you're saying that you want to cut in front of the other fat people in line?
Absolutely, man. Because they're gonna eat all the good stuff. The other thing is, I went to this buffet. I think it's one of the hotels. It's not on this trip. I think it's called M or something like that. It's on Vegas, Las Vegas Boulevard, maybe.
Which is like the side of the Mandalay or something?
No. It's another one. But the buffet included all you can drink beer and wine as well, man.
Now that is awesome.
That was really awesome.
How much was that buffet? Because they got to be losing money just on booze.
It was for dinner, so it was around $20, something like that. But it was just quality food. It was really good.
That's not bad.
Yeah, they included beer and wine. All you can drink, man. Can't go wrong there.
You know what? There's a buffet like that here in town that does like the free mimosas on Sundays.
Let's call it brunch.
Whatever it is, I don't know. I called it S-Face, but that's something else. So, again, thank you to everybody listening. This is a 3 Guys Rant on AdrenalineRadio.com, Indy 104, and DMNarcRadio.com.
And we'll be back.
Call the 3 Guys Rant now.
Would you like to comment? Get on the radio.
Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com.
The 3 Guys Rant.
Close your eyes in Chicago, and you can hear the sound of zebra braying in Africa. Look hard out your window in D.C., and you can see the snow-covered peaks of the Andes. Stand on a corner in L.A. and feel the hot wind of the Sahara brush across your face. The world is that small. We are that connected. Please visit earthshare.org and learn how the world's leading environmental groups are working together, making it so simple for you to make a difference. Because we are many, and we are one. Please visit us at earthshare.org to learn more. Earthshare. One environment. One simple way to care for it all. A public service message from Earthshare and the Ad Council.
I'm a champion, realize Shaq's mechanism. Ya, 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 ya.
Hi, Shaquille O'Neal for Rad. This is not your normal PSF. Don't be stupid. Don't drink and drive. If you're going to go out and have a good time, it's fine. But designate a driver to drive home. Let's stop the madness. Don't drink and drive.
A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Honey, we're leaving for our trip in a few weeks. Who's going to look after Indy and Mika?
Well, our neighbours use Cozy Cats and Dogs pet sitting services, and their pets love them.
Cozy Cats and Dogs? That sounds so familiar. Oh, yes, of course. My boss has used them for the last 10 years.
They're well-established members of Pet Sitters International and the Better Business Bureau.
Well, I'm on their website now. Let's see. CozyCatsandDogs.com. Oh, yes, they're certified in pet CPR and first aid. That's nice.
Well, call them now and set up a meet and greet appointment.
Well, I'll do just that.
Going away, call Cozy Cats and Dogs today. Excellent pet care when you can't be there. Your pets will prefer to stay in their own home. CozyCatsandDogs.com. Spelled KOZYKATZDOGZ. Established 2002, providing visits or overnight stays depending on your needs. You can also schedule regular dog walks. Mention AdrenalineRadio.com for a complimentary meet and greet appointment. Call 818-712-0440. Meow.
Streaming live from Los Angeles and worldwide, The Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com. The Three Guys Rant starts now.
And we're back.
Phil is back.
Phil made it back. For those of you that didn't feel the floor shake here in Los Angeles, Phil's back in the room.
He had to go make a head call.
We're going to leave that one alone there. And
Arvin doesn't even...
boy, you hear me?
All right, let's talk about some of the day's topics.
You know, I got a question. Did you hear about this Miss Ohio?
Okay.
She was asked in the Miss America pageant. Oh, no, Miss USA pageant. About the question was, do you think women are depicted in movies and on television in an accurate and positive way?
Sure, why not? Didn't you ever see Debbie Does Dallas?
Well, her response was, it depends on the movie, and I think there are some movies that depict women in a very positive role, and in some movies in a negative role. By the end of the movie, they show that a woman power that we all have. Such as in the movie Pretty Woman. She's thinking that a prostitute is a great positive way to, depict a woman.
Are you talking about are they remaking it, or are you talking about the original one?
Wow, I'm sorry. If we could go back in time.
I'm sorry, it's the music that's throwing me off. I missed the first
news,
part.
Man. It's news music. Wow. Okay, continue, please. Continue.
No, anyways, I thought it was funny. It's almost as bad as that chick. Remember that she was asked about, now I'm going to look like an idiot. She was asked about, you remember that
That's
that pageant?
nothing new.
That's
nothing new.
But she was asked about, anyways.
Thunder! Can you replay the last 2 minutes of both of these clowns? The level of illiteracy that just went on has lowered the IQ of America by 16 points.
How do you spell that?
But anyways, I was going through some articles, and it's talking about innovations that may change your tomorrow.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
Y yo estoy de acuerdo.
Everyone in this room
100%.
is now dumber for having listened to it.
Disculpen, güeyes.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Chinguense entonces.
Thunder, you
Yes.
You would get an Emmy for broadcasting. Today,
Just for
brother.
that, you're gonna get a ticket. You're gonna go to the front of the line of the Biggest Loser weight loss edition.
You know what? The
Saturday.
the level of pendejismo in this room is off the chart today.
Give me a f***ing answer.
But anyways, here's some innovations. They're coming out with some electric clothes, okay? Clothing. And it's Wake Forest University developed this fabric that they use to line your clothing. And based on the changing temperatures in your body, it could power up your cell phone or your MP3 player, man.
You know what?
That's
The funny
pretty cool.
thing is that it's usually my cell phone is powering me up.
No, but think about it, man. If they come up with a shirt that can power your devices,
Listen,
your personal
listen,
devices.
listen. To the 4 listeners that we have, I sincerely apologize for the last 3 minutes of your life. The second part, let me, in front of God and country, let me apologize to my godson / nephew, who is my brother's child here to my right. You know, his father is going to teach him. By the time he graduates high school, his dad will be like 87.
Can you hurry up, man?
And you know the Alzheimer's, which you are already displaying.
So, you realize the stack of papers that's in front of him. You're cutting into his news time.
My concern
can't believe it,
is we start with a statement that goes like, "Can I help? Wait, it looks like it was clothing that. Wait, it took. And it powers it.
You know what?
Do you already know what you're gonna say?
I think. You know. I think he just called you away.
I think he got it, man.
I think he called you away.
But anyways, here's the one that I like the most. It's called the Shut Up Gun. And I wish I had it right at this moment.
You know what?
About 30 seconds ago.
You know what? When I go out, I got a shut up gun.
But this is... yeah, you know what? I'm not...
Thank you, Thunder.
Grandma just called and said you're supposed to go home.
No, but this it's called a speech jammer. And basically when you point it at somebody, it records their voice and plays it back to them with a delay of a few hundred milliseconds. And basically what this does, it does something to your auditory tract in your brain, and it just renders you speechless. Now that'd be a good invention.
What was the first sentence you said? It's a what? A speech what?
Speech jammer.
What I wouldn't give for a freaking brain jammer for both of you clowns.
Dude, when you slammed down on the desk, you fixed the computer in here.
That was Arvin over there.
Yeah, that was
You know
awesome.
what?
He's
Again,
crying
when I go
again.
out, I got a speech jammer. Continue with the stories.
You know what's funny?
you violently.
Everybody in the room, like Mike, has watched the news on radio. Oh, I'm sorry, you watch it on television. When they read, they do it so flawlessly. Mike has the papers in front of him, and I swear I'm watching his feet and his hands clap the syllables as he's reading the statements. It's not written in Boricua. It's in English.
Now.
Phil, you're cutting into the Boricua segment again.
I know, man. Well, I figure you got to fill the air with something. You two numbnuts sitting there looking at each other. But anyways, here's one right up your alley, man. A world without hangovers. All right? Researchers at Imperial College in London created a formula where it's synthetic alcohol. So basically you get no hangover, but all the quote-unquote benefits of drinking, man. So you can go out, get ripped, and no hangover at
My
all.
only question: do I get drunk faster?
Doesn't say about how fast you get drunk, but the other thing is it has none of the negative effects on your body that alcohol does.
You mean like a
doesn't mess up
DUI?
your liver? It doesn't. No. Well, if you're drunk, you're drunk.
CBS News
No,
Branson is
it
live
actually-
at the Staples Center
it
with
actually-
highlights and backstage coverage we're seeing for the very first time. Sari.
Well, a very, very heavy debatation tonight. We had a very Darrison fight. Let's go to Terrace English for the bit. They had the pit.
And that is Mike's dream woman right there. So the two of them can have
You see?
a conversation.
I just hit her with my speech jammer, and that's what happens.
A heavy debatation tonight. We had a very Darrison fight. Let's go to Terrace English for the bit. They had the pit.
You know what? I think she's drinking that synthetic alcohol.
Do you remember what that was?
Do I what?
Do you remember what that was?
That looked like a Friday night.
And for clarification, we are not making fun of anyone that has a speech impediment. We are making fun of the two fools that are in the room only.
Oh no, we're making fun of everybody.
You mean 2 of the 3 fat guys in the room?
Don't call Julio fat. He's been working on it. Julio, say something.
Julio, the only fat Julio's been working on is the fat girl at Fridays.
Hey, I'm working on something.
The only thing is that he doesn't know that her name is actually him.
It's a trap.
All right. Moving on. Mike has more stories for us.
No, I don't want to read them. My eyes are getting tired, man.
Well, could your glasses get any thicker, Magoo? I mean, the paper's right there.
I can't even. Oh, I gotta move from the mic. That's the problem, man. The mic was in the way, man.
It looks like you have a speed jammer in front of your face.
It's a speech jammer speech, not a speed jammer. Oh, how many? Brian, Thunder, how much longer is this show?
We got another like 3 minutes.
Oh, thank the heavens.
3 minutes.
According to Mike, that's like one story because of the speech impediment.
Very good, Arvin. Very good. Oh, earlier, Arvin, you were looking for a definition? This entire show has been calamitous. There's your definition.
Did the Roadrunner show up?
All right, so let's talk about a topic that you brought up earlier, but we never covered on air. Should there be some planes that are kids free?
See, and again, where I say it's hard for me to make that statement is I have no children.
Yeah, but you've been on flights with annoying kids. Like that one,
absolutely.
That one time.
But see, no, you know why I say no? Because I think all that does is mask the problem. I say go back to the way we were raised. A good smack once in a while, non-abusively and not violently.
Well, you know what happened to that council member here locally when he smacked a kid in the school?
He didn't smack him. It was alleged.
I actually know that guy, the teacher. I went to a rancho with him.
He's a good guy.
He's a very good guy, and he's playful like that. He picks on you, but in a very playful manner.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
No,
I smack my dates like that all the time. It's
well,
very playful.
You know what, dude? When the cops show up, we know where they're taking you. What I'm saying, though, is the reason that I don't want to make a decision like that or wouldn't want to comment is because I think it is indicative of a larger problem. It's not just kids on planes, kids in restaurants, kids at the store, kids at the park, kids at the concerts, kids in music halls, kids in line at yogurt shops that are pulling the lever and think it's funny watching 2 gallons of frozen yogurt go on the ground while the parents are distracted talking about their Birkenstock.
You said kids at a music hall. You lost me there.
Okay, granted, you've never been to a music hall because your mom didn't let you out of the ghetto. That's okay. I'll show you pictures. But where I'm going with it is, I don't think it should be, we at some point as a nation, and it'll never happen, need to look at it from a different perspective. The reason these kids are honked up is because their parents suck. Now, that'll get me some calls and get blames, but
800
no, but
405
I agree with you
6425.
See, now Mikey has 9 kids and he agrees.
Oh, 9 that he knows of.
No, I know.
It's going to be a long walk to the mailbox.
And I agree, man. Parents got to take charge and don't let the kids do whatever the hell they want, man. I mean, I have a 2-year-old and...
You let him do whatever he wants?
He's been smacked already. He knows what's up when Poppy says no.
CPS will be waiting for him when he drives into the parking lot today, but
See, but my mom was the one that was all abusive, but my dad never once hit me, and I'm more afraid of him than I am my mom.
See, but I mean, it's one of those things. It's not, I don't hurt him, but he knows that I'm serious, and he's going to stop.
I think if you use that discipline of hitting a kid, it just becomes funny after a while. Like, my mom still hits me to this day, and I just can't take her serious. But my dad, who's never once yelled at me, I'm scared of him. He's never done anything. So I think, hitting kids is okay.
You know what?
I turned out fine, right?
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with what Brian's saying. I only have one question, though. Whenever I go out, when I'm on a date, I always say, "Mommy hit me." So I don't know if there's any kind of relation in that or not.
Once again, we have taken a subject and distorted it to levels that...
And I thought my jokes were bad.
Wow, Arvin. So again, I come back to the same thing. Would I like some of the kid-free planes? Sure. But I know this past, Christmas, we took my nephew to New York and D.C. with us. And one of the things, he's a little rambunctious at times. So we knew a 5.5-hour flight was going to be a little challenging for him.
Yeah, but I'm sure you didn't have the issue. I mean, at 5, it's a little bit different. A lot of these kids.
No, but you've been on flights. You and I have been on flights where we've seen 5-year-olds that it's like, really?
But I've been on flights where I see 50-year-olds that I want to smack the crap out of.
That's been another edition of the Three
Get
Guys
your
Rant.
walker off the aisle, Grandpa.
If you get a chance, please
get in your
go
seat.
to, which one was it? Save the Animal. Oh, no.
Foundanimals.org. All information is at the3guysrant.com. You can also reach us at 855-69-3-GUYS. Again, 69-3-GUYS.
855